Well, we've come to an American diner. Not in America, but in Norfolk, I think. And who should be here but Beaky from Dozy Beaky McIntitch. Well, well, well. This looks interesting. Well, today's gig is the Embassy Theatre in Skegness. There's the poster for it. Sometimes referred to as Skeg Vegas. I wonder why. Well, tonight it's gig number 14 on the Sensational 60s Experience Tour, and we're on the east coast of England at a town called Skegness, sometimes referred to as Skeg Vegas. Not quite sure why, but here's today's gig. And I did one of my first ever Fortunes gigs here, way back many, many years ago. So, so it's gig number 14 of our 22-date tour.
So let's concentrate on the game.
This is more important than music. It's Stoke and Coventry and it's still 0-0. But who's going to win? Find out at the end of the video.
Please welcome on stage the Fortunes.
Good evening, Skegness! Welcome to the Sensational 60s Experience. We're the Fortunes and here it comes again. Thank you very much and welcome. Here it comes again now from 1965. We're going to cheat slightly and go just barely inside the early 70s, if you'll let us away with it, and do a medley of two Fortunes hits, the first of which was the band's biggest hit in America. It was massive.
Well, we've just come off stage at Skegness, and I'm just walking back to the dressing room. I've got a black shirt on tonight. Trying to make myself look a bit slimmer, apparently. Anyway, so here we are. And it's a shared dressing room tonight, so you'll see all the other lads in here. And lasses, there they are. There's some of the trems behind me there. There's my doppelganger. He's always there in case I get ill, somebody has to stand in, and vice versa. Well, here we are. I think this is gig number 15, and it's Swindon, the Wyvern Theatre, and we managed to get here just before it gets dark. It's winter's coming in very quickly, so we just had a run of 3 gigs, and I'm going back home tonight, back to Manchester. So Wyvern Theatre, Swindon. So we're inside the theatre here. Up the stairs, past the PA. Make sure I don't fall off. Alright, Barry.
How you doing?
Not so bad. I believe your wife watches this channel.
She does indeed, yes, and I must say she's very impressed with
So
your
what's her full
history
name
on,
for everybody's...
King's Lynn. Sorry, what? Her name's Leslie.
Leslie. Well, Leslie.
See you soon. All right.
Lovely.
Take care,
Good
mate.
stuff. You all right, Glenn?
Is it yourself?
It is me. It is me. You're looking very rock star-ish up there.
Well, you see, when you sell the fox, that's what happens.
Well, the guys have just been testing the gear and just showing you that, for those of you, I use a transmitter, so there's no cable, so I'll switch this thing on here. And on the other end of the guitar, there's another one. When that light's on, it means it's going to work. So there's the amp. It's a TC Electronics. Now, you can see these tapes. The idea of that is everybody's got slightly different settings. Barry, over in the wings there, he checks and makes sure that everybody's bass is the right. So there's mine, the Fortune's one, the settings, and they relate to these controls here. So obviously, with a bit of luck, I can sort of do it. Play it with one hand. And there's Chris, he's sorting out his keyboard sounds. I'm not an expert, but in there are all the various programs and settings for different things.
Stability starts there.
All right.
And it ends there. And it goes through these. So I start off with the and then I move into the.
It's brilliant. Yeah.
And then that turns it. And then of course you get to the solo.
That was wonderful, Chris. Brilliant.
Have to smile and say cheese.
And this is Becky and Barbara, who are big fans of the band. They say they've never watched any of the Fortunes on tour videos. Is that true?
True.
Yeah, even though there's been 17 episodes and you've not watched any of them at the time of speaking. So there you are.
Speechless.
So hopefully, are you going to have a look when you go back?
I will do now, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you would enjoy them.
Sorry, I don't go on social media very much. I have a life, you know, Ed. I have a life.
I think I'll edit that bit out.
Thank you so much for coming, folks. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We're going to finish with this one. You've Got Your Trouble. What have you got, Skegness? There seems to be more troubles on that side than on that side. Is that the trouble side? Say yes! Any troubles over there? Any in the middle? That'll do nicely. Take it away, Glenn. I've got
Ladies and gentlemen, club screamers at for their fortunes! Come on, Skeggy, let's see you scream! Ladies and gentlemen,